Hey guys, welcome to another Blackfyre Productions unboxing. Today we're going to be unboxing some more models from the Marvel Universe miniature game by Knights Models. So the two models I'm going to be unboxing are Gambit and Groot. So one from the X-Men faction and one from the Guardians of the Galaxy faction. Those are the two main factions that I actually have at the moment. So I just recently received them actually from one of our local stores here in Ontario, and we're probably about a month behind sort of some of the European countries and stuff like that, which is quite okay. I don't mind. It allows me to sort of get other things finished and set from there. So let's get right into the unboxing. I'll start off with Gambit, then we'll go into Groot. Alright guys, as I said, here's Gambit. So he is a single booster from Knights Models for the Marvel Universe miniature game. So that is what the professional painted model would look like by the Knights Model standards. So as per any blister, you're going to open it up. We have the stat card. So just a little bit about his stat card here. You might be able to see a little bit of it, but he's a level 7 mutant. So he has power 6, speed 4/7. Strength is only 1, but that's fine. That's not his cup of tea. Attack is 6, size 2, standard human size. Agility, he's quite agile. He is acrobatic, so he does get to re-roll that agility stat of 10. And then stamina 7 and willpower 9. He is a neutral faction, so he can ally either with the good or the evil faction for the mutants. Defenses are all pretty much standard except for the supernatural, which is a little bit lower, I would assume, or what I would think. So he has stealth, so you can't see him unless you're within 8 inches of him. Marksmanship, which gives him +1 to any ranged attacks, and acrobatic, which allows him to re-roll. He has approximately 12 health. While he's healthy, he has a +1 physical defense, and then as you start getting into that red, he's -1 attack and power. So what makes Gambit good, in my opinion? Well, I would say his kinetic control. So basically any attack that he does, he can choose whether it's going to be going up against the physical attack or the energy, the physical defense or the energy defense of his opponent or his target. And you can choose that before you select the target. You choose if you're going to use one of those stats. And it costs him nothing. It's a passive ability, so it's really, really good. So he has 3 attacks that he can use here. He has Bow Strike, which is only 1 damage, but you can overload it for an extra 2 damage. And on a critical, it does stun. It is normally a physical melee attack. Then he has, it's also a basic one, so he can use it as much as he wants. Then he has 52 pickup. Again, it's a basic. Costs 2 energy, 2 damage. It's range 8. And then you can overload it for explosive 3. And so again, you can make that either energy or physical. And then he has all in, which is a penetrative spray. It's used once a game, so it's one of the unique reds. And then lastly, he has cheat death. Cheat death basically allows you to cancel 1 attack that damages the character. So that's super helpful against anybody that does like massive damage. So say like Cyclops in his optic blast, where he can deal like 5 damage, or say somebody that has the assassin and rolls a double 8 and they double the base damage, so you can cancel out one of those. So that gives him quite the survivability. So with this unboxing, let's get right into the model next then. So the model comes with the standard base from Knights Models, and it comes in 2 pieces. You have the basic model there with the cards and everything, so it's a solid piece. It has a little bit of trimming that is required, and then it also comes with the bow staff, which is right there. So I gotta say, I really like the sculpt. Knights Models, they know what they're doing by the looks of it for sculpts overall. I haven't been too unimpressed. The biggest ones, like I said before in another video, was basically the slender sort of females like Gamora and Rogue. They're a little bit fickle for putting together, I find, and also to hold their pose. Like Rogue, for an example, her foot is sort of like that weak spot where it could easily bend, being metal and stuff like that, or break off with time if you're not careful. So yeah, so that's Gambit. Let's get into Rogue next, or sorry, Groot next. Groot. All right, so this is Groot. he is part of the Guardians of the Galaxy faction, or the Interstellar. I can't remember the exact name for it, but either way, got Groot. I wanted to have everybody that was part of the Guardians of the Galaxy in the movie, and this actually finished them off. So let's get right into the booster and the stat card, just like Gambit. Set that aside. So there's a picture of him. Looks pretty good. Looks like bark, which is what he is. First thing that I noticed when I opened up this stat card was the amount of health that he has. It is ungodly. I think it's like 20 health, which makes him quite beefy, quite beefy. So he's a level 9 model. Power is 7. But while he's healthy, he gets +1 attack and power, so he's really power 8 until you start dwindling his damage. Speed 5/8, strength 4, so that doesn't surprise me. He only has 5 attack base, but again, while he's healthy, +1. He is a size 3, so he is larger than the rest of the models. And then agility 7, stamina 9, willpower 8. The stamina kind of surprised me as only being a 9. I thought maybe with him being so endurable, at least in the movies and stuff like that, and being able to regrow the way he is, I thought endurance might be something that would be a little bit higher, but c'est la vie. So a couple of his skills, wall crawler and weakness to fire. All his stats are average across the board, nothing super to any extreme. So 16s all across boards. He has 2 attacks. He has Branch Out, which is a melee attack that has a range of 4, which really makes him that much more diverse for melee attacks. It's only strike 2, has no effects or anything like that, but it is a basic power and you can use it as much as you want. But being able to be outside of the reach of other opponents, and being able to strike them, it's awesome. Then he has Wall of Roots, which is a unique power, costs him 3 energy, and damage is 3, and it has the ensnare effect, and I believe, is it the explosion? The radius one? Either way, it's a 3-inch radius around him that it affects. Some of his special powers, he has Advanced Bodyguards, which is range 4. Again, keep him back and he can still protect people that are targeting, and he can use that as much as he wants, just like the other bodyguard. He has something called I Am Groot, which I thought all his powers should be called Groot, because that's all Groot says is Groot. But yeah, no, hey. So target, basically what that does is target cannot move until the end of the round unless it passes agility test. So that's super helpful for keeping somebody locked still. You can use that once around, and it really has some advantages, I would think. Regrow, you can use that once around, and that basically allows them to heal a couple of health points. And then Escape Artist, that's basically giving him a bonus to his defense against grabbing, so it's going to be harder to grab him, which is pretty good. So that's his stat card. Let's get into the model itself. Alright, base, again, standard base, a little bit larger obviously because Groot is a size 3, and then the model. So Groot comes almost fully intact. I'm just going to put him up here. The only thing that's missing is his arms. But you can attach those there, not a problem. You know, maybe a little green stuff, I don't know, help hold them on top or hold them in place. That's what I've been doing with a lot of these models, is just using, you know, a little bit of super glue, green stuff, then super glue on the other side just to sort of cement that grasp, because metal can be a little bit of a pain to glue together sometimes. I'm liking the sculpt, and I know I've seen some stuff online, and people have really done a good job with Groot, so I'm kind of excited to get this painted. It looks like it's just going to be a straight up dry brushing technique, I think, for me, just to make it done, or get it done quickly and fast. So that's the size of Groot. Let's grab Cyclops here. I have him sitting out, and that's the size comparison of Cyclops and Groot. There is a bit of a difference between the two. So there, right there. So that's what size 3 will look like on the board. All right, well, that's all I have for this unboxing, guys. Thank you for watching Blackfyre Productions unboxing of Groot and Gambit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, guys. And until next time, ignite your hobby.